Hello all, welcome in or welcome back. I'm Tarot Mama, and in this video we're going to be discussing the Tarot of the New Vision. So let's get started. First, I like to always discuss the box. So this deck comes with a standard cardboard playing card type styled box. I've had this deck for quite a while, so it is a little bit worn. Again, I don't keep my cards in my boxes because I do use them so frequently. So that way it kind of prevents wear and tear on the box overall as well. It does come with a little bit of a guidebook. This guidebook contains multiple languages within it. However, it doesn't really go into each card or anything like that. It gives you a general overview of like the different meanings for like the pentacles. It gives you a really brief meaning to the card. So for example, Ace of Pentacles, it says acquisition success. That's it. That's all you get. Also, this author chose to not do any reversal type meanings for the deck, so just keep that in mind as well. They apparently are not they do not do reverse meanings for their readings, so that's just something to keep in mind as well. So I don't really use this book that much, but the author of this deck does really want really wants you to use your intuition, which I think is a great point. And I do think this deck is great for intuition. It has such a unique novel design to this deck. So let's get started first with the backs of the decks before I show you the fronts, because these are so cool. Okay. So again, when I talk about the decks themselves, this is a really pretty standard, it's a standard tarot size. They're a little bit glossy, but not too much. So they're not super slippery. They're on the thinner side, so they are more like a playing card style. So they're not super thick. And again, for the backs, I always want a deck that gives me a symmetrical background so that I don't know if it's forward or reverse from the cards. So that's great. Okay, so let's take a look at the images. So this, like I said, is such a cool deck because what this deck is doing is it's taking the Rider-Waite-Smith cards, and I'm just going to show this here, but if I have a Rider-Waite-Smith card, it's basically asking, what does it look like if I look through from this side? So what am I seeing from behind the card, essentially? And so it gives you like a different perspective, which I think is really cool idea. So if we take a look at some of the images here, like for example, you can see in this Fool, in the Rider-Waite-Smith version, you get to see the Fool face on. You can't tell what he's looking at. And so this one, he's looking at a volcano erupting. You still get the little dog. You get all of the symbols that you would have in the standard deck of the Rider-Waite-Smith, which is really neat, but it gives you a different perspective. And I think that's really cool. If we take a look at some of the, for example, like the Queen of Wands here, you'll see it shows you the kind of what it looks like on the front version, since you can't really see them behind the throne there, but it shows you what's going on behind the scenes. So again, this is just, I love it's like a novel, really novel version of the deck. And I always see different things when I use this deck. And I think that's what's really cool about it. So what do I use this deck for? I typically use this, I use it, I find uses all the time for it, to be quite honest. When I'm doing relationship type readings, I will use this for advice. What do we have advice to bring people together if we want to fix something? This comes up a lot for advice, or what's going on behind the scenes. What have we not thought of? What perhaps is a different viewpoint to take on the situation. So there's all kinds of different times I will pull a card from this deck and use it in a reading. But those are just a few of the examples. feel free to share if you have any ideas of how to use this deck or any questions. If you have the deck, let me know. How do you like it? What do you use it for? I always like to hear new ideas and see how that I can incorporate them as well in the future, perhaps try them out. If you have any questions, again, feel free to put those in the comment section below. If you'd like to get a private reading with me, feel free to visit the Ko-fi page. If you'd like to come hang out when I do live readings, go ahead and follow the Twitch link below. Have your notifications on and you will see when I go live. Thank you for watching.